All right, guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties. We are going to do it this way, and we're just going to post this video in the group for you to check out at your leisure whenever you want to. Maybe some of you will see the link in the group and hop on now, but if not, no big deal. So, Amy and I are business partners. We're both the CEO of our own businesses, but we work together. We come together to collaborate. We help each other. We help our teams together. We run groups together. We do sneak peeks together. And I just love this girl. And I didn't know her before coaching. So that was definitely an awesome thing. But I'm going to let Amy start talking and tell you why she started coaching.
Hey guys, super excited to have you here with us. So one thing that Sarah was talking about, we're doing a Zoom now, and one thing you have to learn about coaching is just like being adaptable, and that's like what we do. And it's fun, and if we can run businesses, you guys can too. Like we just have to like kind of go through stuff. So I have been coaching for almost 4 years, I think, for almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in February. My husband and I live in the mountains in Colorado. We have two young kids. At that time, I had a brand new baby who just turned 5 on Sunday. My husband was working in the oil fields, super far away from home a lot. He would work for maybe 14 days at home, and then 7 days he would be, or 14 days away, then 7 days he would be home. But the days he was home, he was never really home because it was just like so stressful. Working long hours, like over 100 hours a week, it was like insane. And so I was at home by myself, working full time. I went back to work after having my second baby 5 days after my maternity leave. Had a kindergartner and I had a brand new baby, and I just remember feeling completely overwhelmed, completely lonely, just struggling. I was overweight for where I felt I needed to be. I just felt exhausted. Granted, I had a new baby, but it was everything. It was with my husband being gone and everything else. And so I was really wanting to, oh, hi, Anna. I see somebody. Yay, you guys are seeing the links. I'm so excited. But anyway, so I was, really trying to figure out what I guess I needed in my life, yet I don't think I knew I was actually looking for that. And so I was like on Facebook a lot. My kids were young. Like I said, I had a brand new baby. And so I was like looking at Facebook, looking at Instagram, just trying to like stay alive through like other people. And I was noticing somebody posting a bunch of stuff about kind of health and fitness. I didn't know what that meant, but I decided to kind of join a group to be able to get myself back to where I thought I wanted to be after having my second baby. Super like immediately in love, like right from the very start. And so I started kind of like, really going into it. I decided to sign up as a coach. I wanted to get a discount on a product. That's really all that I wanted. And I started doing these different groups and doing workouts and getting in better shape and feeling more empowered and meeting all these women. And I was reading different books on personal development, and just, I was thriving. I was by myself, yet I was like just really, really, really moving forward, like within my own life. And I felt so amazing about it. And so I decided to kind of take that and run with it. I started doing some trainings, and 4 years later, which feels like 4 seconds later, I'm building a business, meeting more people. We're going on a retreat in January, which is exciting. Like there's a lot of opportunities. And I just feel like through this process, I've really just grown into kind of where I've always needed to be. And I didn't know what that looked like. And so it's been an amazing experience, and just kind of learning through trial and error, kind of how to make it work, but not losing doubt and not losing, or not losing disbelief, should I say, and like having no doubt and just kind of moving forward. And now 4 years in, and I'm like a lifer into this coaching thing. So super, super excited. It's kind of how I started and kind of where I'm at.
That's awesome. I love that. I love the lifer.
Yes, forever.
Right, exactly. I too am a lifer, but I have a slightly different story than Amy. So I've been a coach for 5 years now, and when I started, of course, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have 3 kids. I did hair for years, and when I started, I had lost my salon about a year before that, and we had hit financial rock bottom. We were in debt. I had to claim bankruptcy, and we kind of built our life around my husband's job. So yes, that sucked for me, and it sucked the life out of me. But then my husband's company like collapsed. Not just he lost his job, like the company went down, and he had to start all over again. So he was going back to school. Um, Everything we knew financially was like gone. And I had, how old are they now? At that point, I think I had like a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 11-year-old. And like going to the grocery store was the most stressful thing because I wasn't sure how I was going to feed them. Like I didn't know how we were going to put food on the table. And I went and worked at another salon. I was working super long hours. I was missing out on all this time with my babies. I had already missed out with my oldest because I was a young mom when I had him, and I had to work then too. So all these things, my health snowballed. I was depressed. I was like, just all those low points like come together. And that's where I was before I started coaching. And I knew nothing about it. I didn't know anything about Beachbody. I had done T25 for 2 weeks, like 2 years before this. And I gave up because I didn't have a support network. I didn't know what a coach was. I didn't follow the meal plan. I don't think I looked at the meal plan. And I saw no results, and it was too hard on my knees. And I said, I'm not doing that anymore. So fast forward, I was scrolling through Instagram, miserable, and I came across this woman who was in Connecticut. I am in Maryland. I had no idea who she was, but it just caught my attention. She was a mom of 3, 3 under the age of 5. She looked amazing. She was super fit for having 3 babies. She had just retired from her teaching job, and just everything hit me because, oh, by the way, I was also going to school at this point because I thought, I'm not doing hair anymore. I don't want the long hours. I'm going to go be a dietitian. So I started going to school. I was in school at night and working long hours, so I was really missing everything. But I came across this woman, and just she looked so happy, and everything that she was talking about, I was like, that's what I want. Like, that's what I've been looking for. What is it that she's actually doing? Like, I don't know what this thing is. So I finally got up the courage. I'm super shy. I messaged her. She put me in a sneak peek, and that was it. Like, that's all I needed to see. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it. Like I said, I'm super shy. I don't like to order pizza because I don't want to talk to somebody. So if you would have told me 5 years ago I would be hosting something like this or talking to a bunch of people telling my story, I would have called you crazy. But I just felt something pull me towards this, and I took a blind leap of faith, and I cannot tell you how much life has changed and how thankful I am that I actually just jumped in because I found my way. We have all the training for you. We show you what to do. We teach you. Amy mentioned personal development, and that is so, so crucial in this business. And you grow and you work on those things that you need to work on as a person. It's going to be different for everybody. But like I grew my confidence. I grew somewhat out of my shyness. I still don't want to order pizza, but just now, let's see, what else has changed? Now, I don't work for the salon anymore. I retired 2.5 years ago. I'm home with my babies, even though they're not babies anymore. I'm still the one who gets to like get them off the bus. I'm the one who gets to take them to sports. I don't miss out on Saturday games or weeknight practices. I'm the one that gets to cook them dinner. Like, those things are so huge to me because I missed out on so much with my oldest and so much of the baby years with those little ones. But I didn't go into this expecting to build that. It just kind of evolved. And as I evolved, my dreams evolved. And that's kind of the beauty of this business also is maybe you don't want to go in and build a full-time business. Maybe you just want to kind of play with it and see how you do. And yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like I said, we're the CEOs of our business. We decide how it ebbs and flows, and it's going to ebb and flow. We all have seasons, but that is another thing that we wanted to talk real quick about tonight. So we don't want to keep you guys too long. But kind of like the why now, why December? It's what, 2 weeks before the holidays? Anna will know this. She's my Christmas girl. Um, so why would you start something in the crazy of the holiday season? No, you don't have to jump into full-fledged coaching this very second, but you know, getting yourself into the workouts, getting yourself acclimated to the team, learning some of the nutrition and applying those principles when you're not at holiday parties, because it is a holiday, not a holiday month. And we, you know, we all enjoy them, but it's a great time to kind of, you know, start sharing what you're doing, because then come January, your friends are going to be like, oh, hey, my girl Emily was doing something for the last couple of weeks. It looks really cool. Now that I'm ready, because I gained those 20 pounds in December, I'm going to jump in with Emily, you know? But there's another super, super exciting part to why now, and I'm going to let Amy talk about it.
Yeah, so Sarah and I are pumped. What's super, super amazing about this opportunity, I started my programs before I was a coach 5 years ago with P90X, which many of you have probably heard about the P90X program. There's a lot of initial programs that started with Beachbody, but now what happens is every so many months there's a brand new launch. And so we get really excited as coaches. If you're like me, you get super bored with exercise. So I love exercise. However, I need to switch stuff up. So are your muscles. And that's how you start to see results. Like when your muscles start to like feel good and like get challenged in different ways, you see results. And we get super excited about launches. And so this is the crazy time of the year. However, a brand new launch is happening. And it just started for some people in December. And we're starting to implement the launch with actually starting the 60-day program in January. And so super exciting. I'm actually sitting by my cards, so I'm going to talk about it. There's like affirmation cards that kind of come with it. And so we're focusing a lot on mind, body, spirit with this whole new bar program. And what's exciting to come in December is when things are wild. If you're like me, I'm tired of hearing about flipping Santa. I'm tired about my elves. I love it all. However, good Lord, like Santa, come, go, be done so I can move on to the next stage of my life. And so it's busy, it's crazy. Yet for me, I find balance with exercising, and I'm finding balance with trying this new program and getting excited to bring people with me that I know are just as crazy, just as busy to start this bar program in January. And so if you decide to sign up to coach now, people are going to get really excited. You've got a lot of friends, family that are wanting to try something. They may not even know what it is, but if you can bring them into our community with you, I swear it's like what makes things happen. Like I have been going to the gym my entire life, but now that I have a community behind me, I wake up every morning knowing that people are there making sure that I'm going to get what I need to do done. And so we just like really encourage each other to kind of get that done. And so this launch is going to be super amazing. Like I said, there's these affirmation cards. Bar is awesome. It's like really little movements, but it hurts so much like all the time, but it's for every single athletic ability. So if you have been working out your entire life, or if you're brand new, like this program and most of our programs are all for every single ability level. So if you decide that somebody's like, I'm not really into bar, well, great. Then they have 700 other programs that they can try all at their fingertips. And so January is when people want to get signed up. So if you sign up now, it's a great way to kind of jumpstart your business into the new year, which is pretty exciting. So I love it. I'm pumped. I can't wait to open these cards. I'm waiting because I just don't want to like, yes, I'm not going to until we start.
That's funny. Yeah. I love the part of the program that because we get to view it early as coaches, and I am in love with it already. And I'm recovering from a shoulder injury, and this is the first program that I've been able to say, okay, I can do this. So when she says all fitness levels, yes, all fitness levels. But we don't want to keep you guys any longer. Thank you for watching. If you guys have questions, just comment below or shoot your coach a question, and we will be on throughout the rest of the week. So we will talk to you soon.
Yay. All right.